Good morning. Today's lesson is for grade 12 and this is the first lesson of the year 2020. And we need to discuss a few things. First of all, we need to know how to evaluate functions. Then we need to show you how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide functions. Means we are going to perform the operations over functions. Also, we need to know how to write and evaluate composite functions. For example, if f of x equals x squared minus x minus 1, what is f of negative 2? F of negative 2 means I have to replace each x by negative 2, and thus becomes negative 2 all squared minus, and instead of this x you put negative 2, and then negative 1. So you have here negative 2 squared 4, negative and negative 2 is plus 2, minus 1, and that's equals to 5. Now what is f of 2t? It means we need to replace each x by 2t, and thus we have 2t all squared minus 2t minus 1, and that equals 4t squared, because 2t times 2t is 4t squared minus 2t minus 1. What is f of a plus 1? F of a plus 1, you need to replace x by a plus 1, becomes a plus 1 squared minus, open bracket, a plus 1 minus 1. A plus 1 squared equals a squared plus 2a plus 1. This is just like multiplying a plus 1 times a plus 1, and you do the distribution over the brackets. And then you perform this operation, and then you combine like terms, and you should end up with a squared plus 3a, because 2a minus a, I think I have to correct this one. As 2a minus a is just like 1a. 2a minus a is 1a, and 1 minus 1 is 0, minus 1, so final answer is a squared plus a minus 1. Let's do another thing here. We need to show you how to make notation for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. What is f of plus g of x? F plus g of x equals f of x plus g of x. What is f minus g of x, which is equals f of x minus g of x? What f g of x, which is f of x times g of x? What is f over g of x, which is equals f of x divided by g of x, such that g of x is not equal to 0? For example, here, given f of x equals 2x squared plus 4x minus 6, and g of x equals 2x minus 2. We need to find the addition, f of x plus g of x. Now we need to add 2x squared, there's nothing here squared, so 2x squared, plus 4x, plus 2x, plus 6x, minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. Okay. What is f minus g of x? F of x minus g of x. You subtract. 2x squared, nothing has x squared, so 2x squared. 4x minus 2x is a plus 2x. Minus 6 minus minus, negative and negative 2, as you see. Negative and negative is a plus 2, that's negative 6. Plus 2 is negative 4. What is g of f of x? G of x means, this one means g of x times f of x. G of x times f of x. Okay, we need to multiply f of x times g of x, or g of x times f of x, same thing. Okay, we need to multiply 2x times all these terms minus 2 times all these terms. We can, as you see, 2x times 2x squared equals 4x cubed. 2x times 4x equals plus 8x squared. 2x minus 2x times minus 6 equals minus 12x. Then minus 2 times 2x squared is minus 4x squared. Minus 2 times 4x equals minus 8x. Minus 2 times minus 6, which is equals plus 12. And then you combine like terms. 4x cubed, you put it alone. Then 8x squared minus 4x squared, which is equals 4x squared, minus 12x minus 8x minus 20x. And then here we have just plus 12. What is f divided by g of x? It means f of x divided by g of x. You got just 2x squared plus 4x minus 6x equals f of x. G of x equals 2x minus 2. In this situation, just what you need to use factoring. First of all, look at all these terms. Is there anything in common? 2, 4, and 6? Yes, there is 2. Take the 2 out, open a bracket, and you get x squared, because 2 times x squared is 2x squared, and here plus 2x because 2 times 2x is 4x, and negative 3, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. 2x minus 2, what you need to do, just take the 2 out as a common factor here, so you end up with x minus 1. You can make sure this is correct by multiplying 2x. It's correct, 2 times x, 2x, 2 times negative 1, negative 2. Now, you have like the number 2 is in common. You just can cancel out 2. And you end up with x squared plus 2x minus 3 divided by x minus 1. Here you need to use factoring. Just find two numbers. Whenever you multiply is negative 3, and whenever you add is plus 2. I think the best numbers you can find is negative 1 and 3. Now you can check that out. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3, and negative 1 plus 3 is plus 2. Now, x squared plus 2x minus 3 can be factored into x minus 1 times x plus 3 divided by x minus 1. You can cancel out x minus 1 and x minus 1 from the numerator or denominator side. Just cancel out x minus 1. You end up with x plus 3. Okay. Your homework is, assume we are given this function f of x equals x plus 2, g of x equals x squared minus 4. We need to find or perform these operations. What's f plus g of x? You need to add this function with the other function. What's fg of x? You need to multiply f of x times g of x. Here we can change c not same. We can make it like subtraction minus f minus g of x, and d we can change it, or we can write it as f divided by g of x, which is equals f of x divided by g of x. And always use two things here when solving any questions regarding the functions operations. Just use factoring. It's important to use factoring to be able to solve any kind of these questions. I hope you understand the lesson. If you have any questions, we can discuss it in the class. Thank you.